What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Showtime is Lilisa again with King's Critiques, and we're here for Rock is a Lady's Modesty. That being said, if you've been watching this, please don't forget to stick around and have conversations and all that good stuff. Or at the very least, let the video run through, let me get the watch time, because that'd be highly appreciated. As would being like and subscribe button. I mean, it is. I love how they're just going back on her self-reflection involving this whole thing, when we know she ends up giving in anyway. It's like, yeah, cool, you want to try and stay to yourself and try and stay to your act and all that. Who fucking cares, man? Just do the thing. Like, honestly, would your new daddy like it more if you were a proper lady? Or, why do you appreciate if you start your own global empire and start a band and make tons of money? Will he be disappointed at first? Sure. But being a rich piece of shit, he'll probably be like, oh, no, you know what? Go off. Because that's just kind of how it happens, man. Like, disappointed for a while, and then once you start making all that money, it's like, okay, you know what? You did a good job. Also, I'm still going to say that's completely surprising that the animation studio to do with this has nothing to do with any of the shows I thought. Like, when I looked that up, I was genuinely surprised. Like, I'm pretty sure I saw that the people that do this were the ones who do Aruma-kun. Not Danganronpa, not anything trigger-related, nothing like that. But Aruma-kun, which I've seen a couple of episodes of, but I haven't watched a lot of it. And that's one of those things that's kind of on that lingering, growing, ultra-long list of things that are, like, super popular, or that I started a little bit of, and I still need to finish. Are you sure it'll be the last time? Because by the looks of things, it's not going to be the last time. Okay, again, this is a show about girls making a rock band, but this also does not argue my thoughts of this having some level of Yuri to it. I'm just saying. Okay, but sweetheart, who says you have to become the maiden? Who says you have to go with music to do that? There are people that are good at acting that can do both things, That's actually how a lot of content creators, get into the positions they do. They're either good actors to become as huge and high and mighty as they are, and, actually revel in that and continue to act and do very good at what they do, or they use that acting for bad things, but that's a whole other category I'm not going to get into. You had a knife in your hand. If you were being whipped, you could have just, made this a whole other kind of anime. I'm just saying. Also, you don't need people like that in your life. I'm just saying. But see, here's the thing. She's saying, I ain't have any friends because of this guitar, but now because I'm not being who I actually am, all these people want to be my friends. Yay! That's not the best way to go about life. Listen, if I were a good actor, maybe I could try and make some friends. I'm not a good actor, that's why I have very few friends. Or, I guess, people I could call my friends. Because I don't have any friends, but I have people I could call my friend. It's a whole mental thing. Anyway, point is, those girls, while a couple of them are kind of cute, they're all assholes. Like the kids from when she was young, asshole. This girl she's currently playing music with, probably the closest thing to a genuine friend she's had in a long time. Hey, yo! That's quite the metaphor. Quite literal, but... Okay, but, really, that is definitely some kind of, expression I've only really seen in trigger shows. It's probably been seen in other shows, but come on. That is the genuine expression that you can see in something like Kill la Kill. You can understand why I thought so many different studios could have taken part in this, and I was wrong on all fronts. Damn, they shattered the vase with how hard they were playing. Imagine playing fucking rock music so hard you're left sweating just that much after they've only been playing for probably, 10, 15 minutes on one song. And that's, probably going above and beyond how long it actually was in their time. Honestly, what in their time might have been as long as it was for us, and it's only been, 4 minutes. Well, at least now they both have that question in mind for each other instead of just one of them talking shit. Damn! Are they going to be arguing as their instruments now? Hey, yo, what? Also, this reminds me, on topic, I was at the cemetery yesterday, went out and about with family. I actually saw a couple of different people with the last name Schlick. And I was just kind of looking at it like, man, that is very unfortunate. Because, like, back then, maybe not so much because, like, the word probably didn't mean what it does now, which is... but even thinking of it in today's standards, it's kind of looking at like, that is a shame. Like, they're like relatives that might live nowadays are probably looking at their last name like, oh god. Yeah, they're going to be going out by the end of the season. Like, not just in a band together, they're going to be going out by the end of the season. I'm just saying. What did I just get through telling you? And the rest is history. But we still get, like, 8 episodes of the history, so... goddamn. And this is the reaction from them, stretching together. Which is kind of valid, especially on the one girl's half. Like, she got some imagery going on up here, and I don't blame her. Yeah, and how does that go? Now they're buddy-buddy in school. Which isn't necessarily a bad thing, because, like, again, Miss Otoha can get her friendly with the current maiden of the high school. So, like, or not the current maiden, but the current student council president. Yeah, that. Which is honestly probably the closest thing to said maiden goal that she's trying to reach. And yet, she did not give a single fuck. She wants to be your friend in and out of school. Out of school, y'all can talk shit to each other and maybe grow further in your relationship. In school, y'all can be the best of friends, and that might help you. Thoughts? No, she might actually be trying to enter the girl. It's fine. It's fine. They're friends. They're good friends that will be teammates and more eventually, probably. I mean, come on. They don't just slip in those kind of moments, I mean, from an outsider perspective, sure. Wow, rude. Also, like, why would you form a band with somebody you're not friends with? I mean, I'm pretty sure that has happened a couple times, but that's, like, not normal how it happens. Like, bands that are put together by agencies and not, like, themselves, that, yes, I could see being a thing. Like, VTuber bands, I could see that being an issue to where, yeah, they all are introduced to each other and some of them seem like they're great friends, but at least a couple of them are probably like, no, fuck this bitch. You are so not fine with that and you're just going bullshit her anyway. But see, like, that is the thing that should bring you to the example that you can both enjoy your rock music and still be a lady, right? Be fake in front of those girls who... honestly, that one with the black hair I might not trust. Like, not in the regard that she'll do anything weird, but, like, that one might want to be more than your friend. Which is fine, obviously. Like, this show is about girls forming a band together. But, yeah, I wouldn't trust that one. She seems way too overly excited about the way their chemistry works. What the fuck sport are you about to be playing? Like, she can join one of you... but what are you doing with both of those things? Like, did y'all invent some sort of new fucking thing? Like, basketball? Why do you have a fucking racket and a ball at the same... that is way too big of a ball for that racket. I'm just saying. Actually, no, hold on. Like, speaking of what I just said, that would be a really good idea to do, like, a modern day version of basketball. Like, we need... some kind of comedy genius to enact that. I'm just saying. Like, basketball, sequel to basketball. There's several directions my mind wants to go with that thought process, honestly, when she said that could hit her face. And, you know what? Half of them probably are too much. So, the one I will say, because, I mean, by this point, it's kind of left up to the imagination of the obvious of what I could have said. Pretty sure that thing hitting your face probably would not have hurt that much. I mean, maybe the bulbous round tip at the end is kind of hard, and if it smacks you in the face, you might have gotten some kind of reaction, but I'm just... Meanwhile, Sozun and Mia does this shit, and they're just kind of down there like, why did they all get, like, bandit masks during this expressionism? Them too. Oh, right, because you're ladylike, and if you're playing the sport, you can't leave the ground. Saw it off. Meanwhile, she opens her eyes to every girl in class just looking at her like, what the hell was that? Damn, somebody needs to, like, screenshot this and throw it up at the loo. Might make $1 million off it. Kidding, obviously. Don't want to steal somebody else's work. Though, to the people that did originally create this art, just saying, like, this one still image could make a lot of money. Yeah, doesn't matter. You went full out and they fell even more in love with you. Bonus. Yeah, see, that one. That one's the one you need to stay aware of. She was so unsure that would go well, but lucky for her, it did. Yeah, she definitely gives a lot of passion into things, doesn't she? Especially for that to be, like, the emotional background for the classroom. That's not true. Like, ladies cannot be filled with passion and drive. God, what's this school? What is her family feeding her that ladies can and cannot do? Like, I understand the idea of a proper lady, but, like, break the mold, bitch. Like, have passion, have energy, have all that desire. Don't just kind of sit back and, fit in with the rest of those losers. Granted, I'm pretty sure every single girl in her school, like, has absorbed that situation of, you know the meme where it's like, person does really bad in the school they're in, so they get sent to an all of one gender school, and then it's like, haha, just kidding, I'm gay, joke's on you. That literally seems like a majority of this school. Like, I know it probably isn't, but listen, if that gym class reaction had anything to say, it very well could be. Also, teacher not bad either. Just saying. No, hold on, I need that expression. She looks so panicked in whatever she's painting. Yeah, okay, that you can't really get around being a lady for. I mean, the girls will probably react in some way, shape, or form to make her feel better about it, but, yeah, that's not something you can very easily excuse. Yeah, no, okay, I kind of figured those girls. Yeah, no, all of those girls in the school that want to be her friend might want to be more than her friend. I'm just saying, because they're, like, bullshitting at the highest degree to make an excuse for the things she does. And, like, if that's not more than accepting her for who she is as a lady, like, yeah, I'm just saying, like, yeah, and all because a certain somebody got in your head. And maybe more. Sorry. Again, being friends with her, though, will help you because of the student council president thing. And also, again, we've already seen a small glimpse other than, like, just assuming they all gonna be a little bit more than friends. I mean, come on. Like, you can make us believe as much as you want that girls holding hands is just a normal friendship thing. Yeah, that's a load of bullshit. Like, they were having them fucking slow inching fingers into each... No, that is some gay shit. I'm just saying. And I'm here for it. But you can't make an excuse like you don't like her. I'm just saying. I feel like that's the first time ever in anime history I've heard somebody legitimately ask that question. Is it okay to use the old school abandoned building that literally nobody goes into? Eh. Then again, I can't really think of too many anime that's actually been a thing. Code Lyoko is one of them, which I really do need to go and find the other half of that show. I feel like it's probably in like on the French Netflix or something. If anybody watches this and has an idea, let me know, because I'd like to look it up someday and actually finish the show, because I don't feel like I've ever actually finished it. Oh, well, that's convenient, isn't it? Daddy's footing the bill for destroying the building, so as long as it's up, why not? Something tells me you still keep it private too from even your parents. Unless, Daddy isn't around and, maybe Mommy isn't it. Actually, yeah, that's probably the case with her, is she actually doesn't have a good home life, which is why she wants to, like, take the time to herself to rock out and, like, forget all of that. It's probably something like that, and it'll get revealed in the next, like, 2 to 3 episodes. Really, you won't necessarily play the same music. It sounds like you two have a pretty common ground of music. Like, y'all both like to jam out, so I don't actually think there'll be any sort of argument about what kind of music you're playing. Is it hard? Is it gonna make people hard? Is it gonna make them jam? Is it gonna make them lose their fucking minds? Yes, then I am here for it. So, no jam session today. We're just gonna write stuff down. Pooh. Never mind, she's not depressed about it. Matter of fact, this was a reason for her to initiate another slightly gay moment. All good, though, because, hey, she's excited for it, and that makes it even better. Singing... Oh, well, okay, technically singing isn't necessary for a band, like... But even for bands that don't sing, they usually sing a little bit and have auto-tune shit. I mean, look at, oh, God. Why is it not coming to mind? The dudes with, like, TV sets on their heads. Yeah, no, I feel really stupid. I can't think of it. Anyway, I was trying to meme on the world around. Like, that's why I was trying to meme on. Because they literally just say that one line 50 times throughout the song, and yet somehow it still kind of bangs. She really just shots fired. And obviously, they're going to find a vocalist, but, like, damn, shots fired. Are you that unconfident of your guitar skills that we need a singer? It's like, bitch, let me fucking tell you. I mean, obviously, we know by the intro that they do get a singer and I think a bassist. I think that's who they added. Maybe a keyboard player. That's who they added, not a bassist. They had a singer. Actually, maybe the singer doubles as a bassist. I don't remember the intro that much. I watched it like once, maybe twice. But if you have more members, then that's more openings to a chance to get someone who is good at singing. And yeah, she's about to say what I'm thinking. The concerts thing, how would that have either of you keep your identities? Now, granted, they could just be like low-key concerts at first and like places where nobody knows either of you, but... Actually, another thing, her expressionism is kind of bring this thought process up, and like for small details like this, I don't really want to make full videos about just because it's kind of pointless. Why the fuck are they making another live-action adaptation of Kagakuri? I might have fucked up the pronunciation of the anime a little bit, but you know what I mean. Like, they already have a live-action adaptation of that show, done properly. And now the only character in this new one they're considering making that's done properly is Yumiko. The rest of them have been train wrecked like most other American-made adaptations to things. And, like, for why? Like, if you want a live-action adaptation of something, why don't you look at your own fucking products and try and train wreck those? Like, honestly, America has enough things they could train wreck and make live-action adaptations of. They don't need to do it to anime. They can stop doing it to anime. Like, fucking... Literally, all of the original big fucking adult animation shows that have shot themselves in the foot since, like, 2019. They could make live-action adaptations from that and, like, replay the original seasons for a little while using, I don't know, adult characters or even teenage characters. You know, don't fucking train wreck things that are already good. Like, seriously, they do that with way too many things and it's actually kind of ridiculous. But maybe one day I'll make a whole video about my opinion on that kind of thing, because, like, while I won't watch the bad product of something, I can at least give my opinions based off from how things look compared to the original that I am aware of. Honestly, that could be a fun video series. Maybe I will do that and just, like, join in the shit talking. Because it would be very easy to fucking take, I don't know, for one example, Avatar: The Last Airbender compared to the M. Night Shyamalan version of Avatar: The Last Airbender. We know what was shit. Alright, I'm gonna stop talking off topic. Get back to this, but, like, her face reminded me of an expression Yumiko would make, just brought that thought out. Plus, the whole, you know, dark-haired girl, blonde-haired chick being, you know, kind of gay for each other, but also kind of, like, friends/rivals. That, one of the first times I saw that was Kagakuri, so, like... See, at least she thinks big with everything she does in life. And the down moment. Okay, never mind. Honestly, though, there are good ways to, you know, figure something like that out. You know, go from that insane hairstyle she has to something more, like, contained, and she'd probably be not as recognizable. Or, like, I don't know, put on a mask. There's a lot of bands where people like wear facial shit that don't really like show off their appearance. I mean, fuck, the Gorillaz use just AI as their entire band persona, so that's one thing. You know, the guys from fucking Slipknot used to all wear masks all the time. I don't think they do now, but they used to do that. You know, fucking ICP makeup all the fucking time. So she definitely has a lot of options. I know of all those, ICP technically isn't a rock band, but like they're a rap band that kind of has some rock flavoring to them on occasion. Those are really the only songs from them I can actually stand, but... Oh, hey, yeah. Actually, ironically, Buckethead. That's kind of another one of those that's a good example. Also, why is that one picture, like, in the center down there, kind of next to the guy from Slipknot, kind of look like Dan Avedon as a furry? Like, that is completely appropriate, but, like... But come on, that's the fun part that you guys used to, like, actually click together as well as you do, was talking shit to each other afterward. Granted, I understand why she wants that as a rule, just because eventually it might, like, push a line, but... Because I want my daddy to accept me and my mom. He already fucks my mom, but I want her to accept her more. Wah. Sorry, it is kind of pathetic how her mindset is on that when it's, like, more or less pointless. Like, let the stepsister be the noble maiden or whatever. Because, like, daddy's already banging mommy. He don't really give a fuck, I imagine. Like, will he be disappointed? Maybe. But honestly, he's already tapping, so, like... I'm sorry, in the case of most men, he probably won't give a fuck. Especially a rich man. Like, will he look at her and be like, I'm proud of you? At least once? Sure. But will he, like, give her a hug and, like, a piece of cake? No. No, he won't. Rich people don't work like that for the most part. There are some times where rich people can be very kind, and then there's other times where, in this kind of case, probably not. Because, like, if you're looking for daddy's acceptance, I'm gonna just assume right now it will not fucking matter. Like, I can give an opinion that maybe by episode 8 or 9 of the first season, she might come close to getting that role, and he just will not give a single fuck. Matter of factly, if he's the kind of man who, like, buys things for his new wife to wear, like, for his own amusement instead of letting her buy them, that's even more to question, because honestly, the things her mom has been wearing are fucking stupid. Like, I've been meaning to say this, but, like, the way she wears just, like, a full dress with that sheer top atop the top half of the dress, what the fuck is the point in that? It looks stupid. Like, I might not be a woman, I might not know fashion, but, like, it looks fucking stupid. And that's from the man perspective. And, like, if you're trying to wear that to make your man think you look pretty, then I don't know what he's thinking. Or what you're thinking. And that has been my TED Talk for the last couple minutes. But again, he's already tapping ass, so what does he care? Like, he's an old rich guy who has a young, pretty attractive new wife. So, like, I don't think he cares. Ladylike and elegant instrument. Yeah, that's not going to last long. They're going to realize how much playing instruments like that suck and just be like, nah. No hurling abuse at each other after the fact. Knew that wasn't going to last long. Man, the flowers went from breaking due to their intensity to just being sad for them. Good friends. Oh, hey, the white hair girl who joins the band is going to be their bassist. I kind of have a feeling that was how that was going to go. Oh, hey, the stepsister. Oh, good, she's hearing something about her stepsister, who she clearly does not like based on the couple of times we've seen them interact. Technicality's sake, yes. Her hair is the entire length of her own body. Like, I don't know where that's added into the attractiveness of it, but sure. I mean, granted, I guess I wouldn't, like, call somebody whose hair is the same length as their body unattractive, but when you consider it's in twin tails, and how outrageous her hair must get when it's not tied together like that, holy shit. Like, you might worry about bitch stepping on that once in a while. And here comes the intense jealousy from the little sister. Yeah, what'd I say? Well, I don't know about that, but, like, you could have been honest and say she was your new stepsister and, like, not broke the complete illusion, but, like, at least been honest. Like, what? Is it not normal for rich people to, like, marry hotter, younger women and they have children already? Then again, I guess there's a lot of cases in media where the rich people also kind of look at their new wives and be like, yes, that baggage you have, get rid of it. Actually, matter of fact, isn't that like the plot of one of the older kind of things from when I was a kid, like a Matilda or something like that? Not specifically Matilda, but one of those kind of things. Like there were so many stories about orphans from when I was young. Kind of like a reverse Annie situation where instead of having the rich person adopt you, the rich person kicks you out of their fucking lives because fuck you. The little sister, she'll like figure out it eventually, I'm sure, and like stop being a whiny little bitch, but it'll probably take a long time. She'll probably like try to announce that her sister's playing rock music and whatever. We kind of all see how that kind of thing's gonna go. But the important part is the relationship developing between Otoha, Suzunomiya, and like, yeah, we know what's going on there. Like, they have a great friendship that has some cracks in it as it is, and it'll grow from here, but come on. We saw that 2 second scene, and like, for people like me, that's all we need to know where things are going to go in the future. Like, if this is not a show where people are going to die, which I'd assume it's not, it's definitely going to go into the obvious direction because, like, hand holding goes into two different directions when it comes to anime. Three. Either people eventually getting together, someone's going to fucking die soon, or someone's going to get NTR'd. And, like, two of those things are very, 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 very extremely unlikely with this show. So, but I also kind of like spew out the thought of Yuri at every single opportunity I get. But you guys can let me know your thought process on that, the music they're playing, and everything else in the comment section down below. Because, I mean, we know where it's going in both the literal and the metaphoric, so we'll see. But let me know your thoughts on that. Other stuff I should check out this season, next season, or in general. Please don't forget, hit the like button, subscribe to the gaming channel, the description down below. I still have to edit Pure Fiction, hot damn. Ring both bells, like Facebook, follow Twitter and Blue Sky, keep updated with things, TikTok, Patreon, get the full unedited visuals and audio, the stuff I upload here. Ring both bells, like Facebook, follow Twitter. My brain just like reset 5 seconds, what the fuck? I said the TikTok, the Patreon, I think, where you get the full unedited visuals and all that stuff I upload here. I just did that thing that YouTube has done a couple times where it like actually resets by like 10 seconds when you start an episode off from something you like paused. Follow Twitch, subscribe for benefits, can do so Twitch Prime for free. That helped me out immensely for the temporary. You know, watching when I'm live helps out for the long term, as does subscribing to the Red platform, you know, because I've been on the Red platform forever. And of course, check out the playlist here, let it run, have conversations with the content within, whatever. Check out the video YouTube recommends to here, or the bigger version of the cut-up video. You know, depending on which one you do check out. Until next time, Ben the Blazer King with King's Critiques. Ta for now. Peace.